Oh, hello there, folks. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you again as usual, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea and our meals of the week for this week. And it's Sunday already. Can you believe it? This week has absolutely flown by. So I'll just take you through the dinners that I made for the family during the week. But me and Mr. What's for Tea went through to St Andrews just for the night. So I will show you what we had whilst we were there. And as usual, if I've got a video recipe for any of the dinners that you see here, I will leave them linked underneath the videos. Let me go and show you what we had this week. So on Monday we had bangers and mash. You'll have seen these sausages in my shopping haul last week, I believe. So we had some creamy mashed potatoes. These were the sausages here. There were 6 in the pack. I didn't have this. I just had a baked potato, but I'm told these sausages were fabulous. I normally get my sausages from the local butcher, but I didn't manage to get to the butcher, so these ones from Asda apparently were very, very good. Moving on to Tuesday, like I said, we were away to St Andrews just for the night. We just fancied a wee night away somewhere. And I've never actually been to St Andrews before. Mr. What's for Tea has been quite a few times, and this is about an hour and 45-minute drive from where we are. You know, it's the home of the golf. So if you're a golfer, you'll be well aware of St Andrews. And we were dying for fish and chips, and I didn't realise 15 minutes from St Andrews is the Anstruther Fish Bar. Now, this place has won all sorts of awards. It's got all sorts of accolades. You know, royalty have stopped here for fish and chips. It's got a restaurant and a takeaway. Both were, you know, queued out the door when I was in there, and this is what we got. You can see there. We got 2 fish suppers, we pot of curry sauce, and Mr. What's for Tea got a coffee. And let me tell you, this is one of the best fish and chips we have ever had. It was absolutely delicious. The batter was so light and crispy, the fish was really fresh, and the chips were absolutely perfect. And that's the curry sauce there. I just dipped my chips into the curry sauce. But yeah, we just had ours in the car because it was raining. Highly recommended. My mouth's watering. Moving on to Wednesday, we had macaroni cheese, but these were actually pasta shells. I had a 3/4 of a bag of pasta shells that I had to use up. So I used pasta shells, just my standard cheese sauce, grated cheese on the top and some tomatoes on the side. Moving on to Thursday, we had haggis, neeps and tatties, a Scottish classic. So again, with a mashed potato, some mashed swede, and that's the haggis there. And folk have said to me, how do you do your swede? I just boil it until it's tender, drain the water out, mash it, add a wee bit of butter and some white pepper, and it's lovely. Moving on to Friday, I made a lasagna. So I used these wee dishes that I got recently, and they are perfect for this kind of thing, you know, so that it doesn't spill all over the plate. Because to get a perfect square of lasagna, you're really better doing it the day before, or letting it cool down completely and reheating it, because if you try and cut it straight from the oven, it never sits in that perfect square, or unless you're very, very lucky. So this is how I put mine together. Now, I would typically use ricotta cheese, but I didn't have any, so this is just a kind of cheaty version. And these wee dishes are smaller than you would think. So I've got some fresh pasta, some bechamel sauce, my standard beef ragout recipe, some grated mozzarella, again with the fresh pasta sheets and the bechamel sauce. The wee flecks in there are actually nutmeg that you see in the sauce. And just keep layering it up until you reach the top, and I just put some more mozzarella, and then some more mince, and then the pasta, and then some more of the bechamel, and then just top the whole lot with some grated mozzarella into the oven just until it all melts and cooks through. And these were the lasagna sheets I used here, and I just cut mine to size with some scissors. Moving on to Saturday, I done this pizza. So this is the pre-made pizza dough, and you can either cut it into a round shape or just keep it in the sheet. I just kept this one in the sheet. That way we can all get a bit, you know, there's none going to waste. And we had some chips on the side, and this is just some prosciutto, some mushrooms, some pasta-based sauce, and some grated cheese on the top. So this was the pizza dough sheet here, and I just put on the pizza sauce on the bottom, followed by the prosciutto, which does shrink a wee bit in the oven, but we don't mind a wee bit of crust at the edge, some mushrooms, the cheese, and then a wee bit of oregano on the top. Just whack it into the oven for about half an hour, and it was really nice just for a wee change. Today it was just me and Mr. What's for Tea. We were planning on having steak pie, but the steak pie I have is enough for 4 people, so it's far too much just for the 2 of us, and it's quite bright today. So we just had some tuna salad rolls with a wee corn on the cob and some crisps on the side. And these were the rolls that I got in my Degustabox, and I'm just about to do your Degustabox giveaway, and these are in there and they are fab. So that was our meals for this week if you're leaving at this point. But if you're waiting for the Degustabox giveaway, that's coming next. But a massive thank you, as usual, to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page and to the channel members here on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for all your support. And this is just your Degustabox giveaway for May. Fab wee box this month, and I think a good varied box. There's some random things in there as well, but yeah, an interesting box nonetheless. I do give away one of these every month. I get one for free from Degustabox, but I also have my own subscription, and that's the one that I give away. So good luck to you if you've decided to enter. So I just use commentpicker.com. You pop your video into that wee box, I'll go and find it. And then what I'm going to do from now on, I'm going to put into this wee box, enter me, because I do ask you to say, you know, in the comments, enter me and let me know what your favourite product was. And that way I know that you want to enter. So I filtered the comments using enter me. And there's a wee thing you've got to do there. And then I'll go and find your winner. So good luck. And there is your winner there. So congratulations to you, Joe Smith. And you said in your comment you quite fancied the rolls. So yeah, you can try out the rolls. And we thoroughly enjoyed them today with that tuna mayo salad. You know, just perfect for the warmer sort of summer days that are coming up. So what you're going to have to do now is contact me over on Instagram if you follow me there, or if not, you will find my email address in the description box under the video. As soon as you let me know your contact details, I will get your box on the way to you. So I'm just going to leave you now with some footage I got whilst we're at St Andrews. So this was obviously St Andrews Golf Course, and they're gearing up for their 150th anniversary. It's a massive golf course. And we also went and a wee look in at St Andrews University as well. It wasn't as grand as I thought it was going to be. Mr Wattsfortea's younger daughter, she went to Glasgow University, and it looks a bit like Hogwarts. So I kind of thought St Andrews would be, you know, a bit like that, or maybe a wee bit more grand than it was, but it was still a lovely building and some fab grounds. So it was nice to go and see it. St Andrews itself, you know, it was a lovely wee town, and I would certainly go back. So again, these are just some scenes from Arran, which we also love. But I'm going to get off now, and I will catch up with you during the week for another wee recipe, and it's going to be Tunnock's tea cakes. I am going to attempt the famous Tunnock's tea cakes. I've got the mould now, so we're all ready to go. And then obviously if you're not into that, you can come back next Sunday for meals of the week as usual, or even the wee shopping haul on Thursday, Friday or Saturday, depending on when it actually gets picked up. So you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you off soon back here on What's for Tea. Bye now.